That actually wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen. You know, I'm surprised. I didn't expect a lot out of your awful taste in movies, but it looks like I may have underestimated you a bit this time. Oh, come on. You can't even deny it. Your last couple of suggestions have been, how do I say it? Pretty bad, to say the least. Maybe if you actually paid any attention to the reviews, you'd be able to put two and two together. I mean, just because the name sounds good doesn't mean it is good. I guess you've learned from your mistakes, though. But what about you? How did you like it? From the passing glances I took, it looked like you were pretty invested, not even getting up to use the bathroom or to get a snack. I mean, I can't blame you. I liked it too. Yeah, I tend to love a movie with a good storyline. Sure, action movies are great and all, but they're a little too action for my liking. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be all dramatic with explosions and all that crazy stuff. Oh, come on, don't give me that. I know you loved it. You know I can tell when you're lying, right? That's kind of my thing. And you know it too. Believe me, at this point, I'm like a human lie detector. And right now, a big spike or whatever it is going off in my system. Or I don't even know. You know what I mean. However, those things tend to work. Well, if you really hated it so much, then you wouldn't happen to want to watch the sequel with me next weekend, would you? Oh no, I thought you hated it. If you didn't like this one, I'm sure you wouldn't like the next one either. Unless. Yeah, that's what I thought. Next time, just make it a lot easier on yourself and just tell me the truth. There's really no point in trying not to. I figured you out. Although, you never really struck me as the type of person to like a romance movie. I know tonight was your whole experiment thing and you were trying to expand your tastes, but I never actually expected you to really like it. What about it did you like? What was your favorite part? Well, what about the ending? You gotta be more specific than that. Which moment was it? Really? That part? Like when they finally got together and had that whole kissing scene part? Is that the part you're talking about? No, it's just because I kind of really like that part too. Actually, I was just about to say that that was my favorite part. So it's kind of funny that it's yours too. Although I guess it is the climax of the movie, so maybe it's not that surprising. Oh wow, who knew it would end with them getting together? I'm so shocked. Yeah, I feel like it's almost routine at this point for romance movies to end with a kiss. I would say it's starting to become kind of predictable, you know? I mean, I get that it's supposed to be romantic and stuff, but maybe they should switch it up a little bit. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't even know how realistic it is anyway. I mean, one moment you're hanging out at some coffee shop, and the next you're confessing your love and kissing each other. In what world would that happen to me? Because I would love to go there. And don't worry, I'd buy you a ticket too. But unfortunately, that's not what happens. I'm not gonna lie, I love these movies, but they always seem to get me a bit jealous. If only it were that easy to find someone special. Or at the very least, be able to confess to that someone special. I've been trying to find that motivation for the past few months when somehow the main character confessed literally a couple weeks after meeting them. If only my life was like a movie. That way I could just skip to the good part without all that in between stuff. What about you? I can only assume you'd feel the same, considering the fact that neither of us have ever dated anyone before. Yeah, I figured you would. I mean, who wouldn't feel that way? You know, now that we're on the topic, I gotta admit, I'm kinda shocked. How have you never had a girlfriend before? You seem like the type of guy every girl would want. Like, I'm actually starting to get a little confused. No, I'm not just saying that. I really mean it. At this point, I'm starting to wonder if the girls around me have gone blind or something. Or at the very least, they've definitely lost their taste. How can I be the only one who sees you for who you really are? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I might just have to date you myself to prove a point. Show everyone else what they're missing out on. Like, for example, the redness in your cheeks. But if that doesn't drive my point home already, that look on your face should do the trick. Oh, come on. Don't act so confused. I think you get what I'm saying. I'm saying that maybe we should get you a girlfriend. And I may know where to start. Well, there's this girl who has also been single for her entire life, and I think you would love her. And not only that, but you've known her ever since you were in high school, and she's had a massive crush on you since the day you both met. She's just never been able to tell you. Don't ask me how I know. Just ask me who it is. I think you'd like that answer more. Although, I guess they would both lead you to the same place. Okay, here, let me give you a hint. I think it might be more fun that way. The person who likes you so dearly starts with a Y, ends with a U, and has an O somewhere in between. Oh, and one more hint. It's only 3 letters. Maybe that'll help you out a bit. And then finally, with that answer in mind, I want you to look me in the eyes and say it out loud. And with that, you have your answer. Yes, silly. I want to be your girlfriend. I think I made that clear. to the point where I literally had to spell it out for you. Well, are you gonna say something, or are you just gonna sit there thinking of what to say? True, I guess this is kind of sudden. If I'm being honest, I never would have expected this either. But at the same time, you've never thought about this before? This exact moment hasn't been on your mind for the past year. Or was it just me? Because I've definitely thought about this for a long time, planning on what I wanted to say. Get the right words out so you'd have no choice but to fall in love with me, if you haven't already. Well, in that case, I guess I'll just have to go off script. And I think I have the perfect substitute. Do you really want to know what it is? Well, just shut up and let me kiss you. I'm gonna assume you didn't see that one coming either, did you? Just one surprise after the next. You know, I can't help but notice that it doesn't look like you're too against it. Actually, it might just be me, but it looks like you kind of enjoyed that. You just don't know how to say it yet. And if you didn't know, people say that I can read lips. But I think I took that a little too literally this time. Or maybe just the perfect amount of literally. I guess it depends on your definition of perfect. You know, I always thought that people exaggerated their first kiss. But I do have to admit, this was better than I could have imagined. Plus, it's even better knowing that I took yours too. Makes it feel extra special in a way. Like, it wouldn't be as good if it wasn't with you. It just had to be you. No, literally. I mean, I couldn't have imagined being with anyone else. The only reason I never got a boyfriend before was because I was waiting for you to like me back. The only problem was that even though I saw the flirting, you never showed any signs of wanting to confess to me. It was about time I took matters into my own hands. You're just lucky I had the guts. Honestly, if it wasn't for tonight, I thought I would never end up doing it, let alone end up kissing you. It looks like all the stars must have aligned for us. Yeah, I guess the movie you picked did help set the mood a little. So thanks for that. You know, maybe I doubted you a little too much. I'm starting to rethink if you really have such an awful taste in movies. Looking back on it, I don't think any of my movie choices have made us fall in love. So that's a point for you on your end. Oh, but now we really have to watch the sequel. It's not an option anymore, it's more like a must. You know what? What time is it? Like 10 o'clock? Plenty of time to watch it right now. We have an entire night ahead of us. I mean, it's a Friday night, we don't have work tomorrow. This has to be the perfect time to watch it. I don't even think I could wait a whole week. So, what do you think? You want to do it? Good, because I was gonna start it either way. Yeah, you really didn't have a say in it. I made up my mind as soon as I mentioned it, so there wasn't a lot you could have done. Okay, now be quiet. It's about to start. Don't make me have to kiss you again. And don't take that as a challenge. Oh, you think I'm lying, do you? Well, if you really think so, how about you come a little closer and find out?